guys, welcome back to my channel for the final flip through of the October daily. Look at this thing. It's a monster! But I love it. So what we're going to do is look at the last couple pages that I haven't showed you in depth because the month just ended. And then I will do a very quick flip through of the entire October daily. And my planning section, I'll just omit the journaling because that's not that interesting. That really just pertains to me. So I'm not going to blab. We're going to get right into this so this video isn't super long because some people are like over this now that October's over, and I understand. So we left off here where we talked about October 22nd being the premiere of The Walking Dead. We talked about the clouds. I asked if you guys saw what you thought those were. So the next page was Crazy Hair Day and sock day at my daughter's school, and I think that's where we left off, to be honest with you. So for day 25, my husband and I had a date night, and we went to my favorite restaurant, which happened to be the Olive Garden, and I just took a quick pic. I have to put a disclaimer out. The end of the month was nothing like I thought it was going to be. Let me move my artificial light in a little better here. I feel like the lighting is really bad. It is dark, raining, and gloomy here. It is horrible. So I hope that lighting helps. But as I was saying, it was absolutely a horrible ending to the month. I had been 3 weeks without any car, and of course this is the busiest part of my husband's work, and he was never home, so therefore I didn't have a vehicle to steal or borrow or anything, and everything that I had planned, like carving pumpkins, doing trick-or-treat in my area, trunk-or-treat, the whole thing, my daughter and I couldn't do any of it. So I warn you, the end of my month is pretty lame. It should be exciting with Halloween fun, but it wasn't because I didn't have a vehicle to do anything. So anyways, I'm rambling about nothing. Just giving you a heads up. My husband and I here had a dinner date, and like I said, he took me to my favorite restaurant, which happens to be the Olive Garden, and he got me my absolute favorite, which is simply just soup, salad, and breadsticks, and my favorite soup is Zuppa. So, and I use those adorable little stickers that I got from Michael's, and then I put up here trick or treat, and then right where the food is I put treat because this was a true treat. And then when you turn the page, so when we finally got the call that we needed to come pick up my Aztec from the mechanics, that he would not fix it, that it was a liability, that by law he really and truly should have to call the police, the whole thing. We finally found a junkyard that would pay us a decent amount of money for it, that even though it was undrivable because the whole bottom had rusted out, it was engine and mechanically sound, they did give us a good bit of money for it. So that was us dropping it off at the junkyard, and it was rainy and sad, and if you could have seen this junkyard in its entirety. And I love my car. Like, I really loved my Aztec. I felt like I was taking my car to this horrible place. So I made this one kind of funny because I felt really sad about it. I felt like she was calling out to me, "Don't leave me, this is where cars come to die." And then when I was putting this together, I found this adorable little sticker that says "Rusty Bones." And I thought that was so fitting because she went to the boneyard because she rusted out. So I just thought that was so funny. So I just made this like mock little graveyard down here, and I wrote all about it in here, how I felt. I really did. I cried. I felt so sad leaving my car there, and it was just a really hard day. But prior to this, I had been without my car for 2 weeks. So it was just a really hard day. It was just a hard day. On day 27, the release of the new season of Stranger Things came out. I binge watched that sucker with my daughter, and that season 2 was better than season 1. I flippin' love Stranger Things. Who here is a Stranger Things fan? I am. I love that show. The whole 80s vibe. The actors are superb. I mean, these boys and the little girl who plays Elle, even Winona Ryder, all of it, they are such good actors, such a good storyline. It's exciting. It keeps you on the edge of your seat. I am like totally addicted to Stranger Things. I love it, and I love the 80s vibe. So I did a whole page about that on the 27th. On the 28th, we went to go see Tyler Perry's Boo. This was hysterical. That movie was funny. We were cracking up. So here's just a picture of the tickets and the popcorn, and then I kept one of the tickets and just tucked it in here. This was so cute. I just ripped up some paper and used some washi. My layouts are super simple, but I love them. I love how full, and I love just random washi and the colors, and I don't know, I love it. We had such a good night there. Me, my mom, my sister, and Savannah and my husband went to see this movie, and we laughed like fools. And the movie theater was packed, and a lot of times we were laughing because other people were laughing, and this couple behind us, she had a laugh that when she laughed, she would snort when she laughed real hard, and oh my god, she had us howling more than the movie did. I think I couldn't tell who made me laugh more, was the movie or her. Oh my gosh, it was such a good night. We went to dinner before and everything. We had a really good night. So I love the sticker that came out of the what was it? I totally forget because I put all my Halloween stuff away. It was the Dead and Breakfast, Eat, Drink, and Be Scary. I thought that was cute because it kind of ties both pages. The next day, me and my mom went out and we hit Panera Bread. It was freezing cold this day, and we went to Panera Bread, but it was beautiful, and we got the bread bowls full of soup. My mom got tomato with this grilled cheese sandwich, and I got my absolute favorite, which is broccoli and cheese. It was so good. And we sat, and it was warm and cozy, and Panera is right across from Michael's. So this was a fun day for me and Mom. We got to have our favorite soup from Panera, and we went to Michael's after, and I just stuck this little two girls here just representing me and my mom, and a big drink up here because we had yummy drinks when we were at Panera and warmed ourselves up. This was a nice day. These were two really nice days. Then on day 30, I have documented here that we were looking at this car. This is a 2010 Dodge Journey, and we were thinking about buying it. We kind of molded around, went home. Well, on the day that I am filming this, I bought this. And if you follow me on my Insta stories, then you're going to see all the excited happy dances that I'm doing, and I show you what the car looks like in the inside. So I just documented here that this might be my car. This is what we're looking at. We're thinking about it. Well, now today is the 3rd or the 4th of November. We did actually buy it. It is my new car. I'm super stoked. I finally have a car after almost 3.5 weeks without one. So I'm super, super happy. Check out my Insta stories. If you're not subscribed to my Instagram, I do Insta stories every day. Check them out. You'll see my car more in depth. But here is day 31, which happens to be Halloween day. So I put Happy Halloween, and I had this all printed out for trick-or-treaters, and I had this printed out because I thought this would be at least a 3 or 4 page layout, and that's how much pages I have left, because Trunk or Treat was at my church and the whole thing. So I had all this stuff printed out and ready to go, but because I did not have a car, and on the 31st, my husband got sent to an overnight trip to Kentucky. So he was not here at all. I had no way to go to the Halloween parade because we were going to go to the Halloween parade, and then after the Halloween parade was the trunk or treat at my church. So there was going to be Halloween parade in here, trunk or treat, and trick or treat in my neighborhood. All was going to be in here, but I didn't get a chance to do any of it because I didn't have a car. So the only thing that I got to document was that my daughter and I ordered out for Chinese, and I got this awesome fortune that said, "You have a deep interest in all things artistic." And I just thought, wow, that was me. And then I just wrote in here and documented about how sad it was that we missed out on everything fun Halloween, and how upset my daughter was, and that I spent $60 on her Harley Quinn costume. We bought hair dye, the outfit, the whole thing, to the max with all of her Harley Quinn, and she didn't get to wear any of it, and she bawled her eyes out on Halloween because we couldn't do the trunk or treat or go to the parade, and she couldn't get dressed up, and yeah, Halloween was not fun for me at all. And we were all alone because my husband had to go to Kentucky, and yeah. Anyways, I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to relive that day, but that is how my October ended. So now that I got you caught up on the few pages that you guys didn't see, I will flip all the way to the front. I'm not going to go into deep explanation. I'm just going to do a quick flip through. The first page here, this was my intentions page and my bucket list. Everything was done with mixed media here. This is day 1. I did a quick flip out. This was really cute. I documented all about how sick I was, and I did shopping. This is day 2. I went to a fall fashion show at my sister's hotel. Day 3 was documenting all about how nice I decorated my home. Day 4, I believe we are on, I did Instagram writers prompts on my, I have 2 Instagrams, one for my author and one for this page here for my YouTube. So I have 2 Instagrams, they're both linked down below, and I did a writer's Instagram prompt thing. Day 4, I talked all about how my husband and I finally felt better, so we hit the Olive Garden Michaels. It's kind of a theme, huh? I believe I'm on day 5. I documented that I just got my Prima Tien. This was day 6. We're on day 7. We tried a new restaurant. Day 8 was, this was Secret Sister. This is how I did my layout. My tag here pulls out, and that's where I did all my journaling. I think we're on day number 9. I talked about how I did not feel well again, so I binge watched the last season of Walking Dead and the first season of Stranger Things. Here I just did a prompt where I put what is my favorite horror movie, which happens to be The Lost Boys. I believe we're on day 11. I talked all about how I got my Happy Mail in the mail, my flip book. Day 12 was Silly Faces. Day number 13, I believe we are. We had horrible weather, and I documented all about my rainbow. Here I documented on day 14 all about my brand new coffee mug that I just loved. Then on day 15, I documented on how I got all of my Halloween Christmas stuff from Etsy, so more Happy Mail, but I covered it up with a little flip. And then here, this is the day I took my daughter to go buy all of her stuff I wanted her to be Elle from Stranger Things, so I documented how they had this awesome Stranger Things at the Spirit Halloween store, but she wanted to be Harley Quinn, so I wrote all that in the back, and then when you flip it, there's the picture of a few things that she got to be Harley Quinn, and let me tell you, she was so disappointed that she didn't get to wear any of that. Day, I don't know what day we are here, 15 or 16 here, I baked pumpkin spice cupcakes. Day 17, I had made pumpkin spice cupcakes, so I documented all about that. Day 18, I documented all about how I wrote and now directing the Christmas drama at our church, so that's all there. Then I believe we are on day 19. I documented all about how I was starting to work on all of the Christmas TNs that are now for sale on my channel. I can link that video down below. So I did a little flip. This is where I journaled, and there's the actual picture. On day 20, I documented all about the importance of taking care of you. This was Self-Health Day. On the 20th, I think to like the 22nd, we went on a camping trip, and in these envelopes there are pictures in here. I'm not going to pull them all out, but this was the layout for our camping trip that we went over the weekend. And then this is pretty much where I left off. Day 22nd is the release of the 8th season of The Walking Dead, and I put this stuff in here. And then this is the beautiful hummingbird picture that we saw on the way home. And you can see a better picture of both of these on my Instagram. That was day 23. 2024 was Crazy Hair and Crazy Sock Day at my daughter's school. And then here we go. Here with the, my husband and I had date nights, taking my car to the graveyard, the release of Stranger Things, went to see the movie Boo, my mom's day out at Panera and Michael's, the day I looked at my now new car, and Halloween just had Chinese. So that is the entire flip through of my October daily. And then very quickly I will do a flip through of my planner, just simply because I love it. So this was week number 1 was on the front here. And then week number 1's second half of the week was on the back, which is the weekend, I should say. This is the beginning of the week. This is the weekend. That was that and their layout. This is the second week, which was witchy. This is Sunday through Wednesday. I love how that turned out. And then this is the weekend with the witchy. Very cute. Then the third week, we did Hocus Pocus. This is the first half, Sunday through Wednesday. I love the way that turned out. And then this is the second half, the weekend. Totally adorable. And then this was the 4th week of October, which I dedicated completely to The Walking Dead. I love this. Everybody makes fun of the redneck until the zombie apocalypse. And then this flips out for the rest of the month. I did a flip out. So I absolutely loved that. And that was my planning. And then this was my journaling, but I'm not going to flip all through my journaling. You guys seen most of it, and most of it's private anyways, but my journaling section was here in the back. But that is my entire October daily. Sorry for my phone. That is my entire October daily for 2017. I loved it. I love that it got this chunky, this big, that it held together. Everything is still in here. It's handling, it's doing, nothing has broke, everything is in here, it's doing good. It's all in here. I love it. I think it's fantastic. I was so happy and proud of myself that I created this, and it worked for my October daily, and I will have this forever to document my October daily for the year of 2017, of every day, of my planning, and my journaling of how I felt through the whole month of October. So I am super excited. I will probably most likely do this again next year and make myself a brand new laminated TN for that as well. I will be carrying the same thing over to my October daily. I will be making a laminated personalized December daily for December, and I'm super excited to start working on that. So thank you guys for sticking with me the whole month of October to see my layouts, my layout processes, I can talk, and my planning and all of it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I hope everybody's October was great, but I hope your November is even better. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe if you're new to my channel. Thanks so much for being my friend. If you're new here, hello. I hope you stick around and become more than a friend, but a lovey. Until next time, guys, take care of you. Always do what you love. Bye-bye.